Hi everyone, this is Randy with the Kindred Stamps design team, and today I'm going to show you how to create a mini album using the Saloon Doors Mini Album die set that was just recently released. So let's go over a few things before we start working on our project. So we have 4 total dies, and 2 of these dies will cut out 2 separate pieces. Our first large die will cut out this piece. Then we have a smaller die that's stitched, and it'll cut out this frame. And then we have our door die that'll cut out 2 separate doors. Like so. And then we have on the back the die that will help us cut out the frames. And so I did want to adhere them together so that we can take a look as to how they all go together. So we'll have our pieces here that I cut out in different colors so that we can see them a little bit better. And using some So this is how the pieces look when glued together. And then you can open up our door, and you can create a little scene in there. And with the little frames for the doors, you can always add a little bit of foam to the back, and then create a little shaker as well. Now, let's work on creating our album. So I did go ahead and die cut out the pieces, and I wanted to die cut out from white cardstock so that way we can work on ink blending. So these are the pieces that are die cut out of the frame die for the doors, and you can always use these as well to add to the back of the doors if you don't want it to look see-through. But I'll remove these pieces for now since I won't be using them for my project. And I do have this Kindred glass craft mat that I'm going to use to help me with my ink blending. And so I have my pieces here, and I'm going to start working on blending these pieces in my color palette here. Next, I'm going to adhere the two pieces together with my liquid adhesive. Perfect. And to add a bit more distress to these doors, I'm going to splatter them with some white liquid watercolor that I have here. Just going to splatter it across to give it that worn look. So that way they look a bit more distressed. And I love that effect. So now let's work on cleaning the surface. I have a little bottle spray. I have my Kindred Stamps microfiber towel. And wipe this down. It's good as new. Now for my mini album, I did want to create a cover for it. And I wanted to use the photo, or one of the photos, from my nephew's road trip over the summer. And I wanted to create a little frame for it. So I wanted to take the square die from the Card Basics die set to help me cut out my frame in the frame. Let's add our photo behind it. And I'm going to trim down. So we have our frame completed. And then we should secure it to the larger frame. And now we're going to add on our doors. Open them as well, just a bit. That way we know to open them. And then I'll take my liquid adhesive again and adhere the doors to the frame. There we go. And I also die cut out this Howdy sentiment from the Howdy sentiment die. I wanted to add that inside as well. So when we open our doors, we have our greeting as well as our photo. And so to create the album, I wanted to use these brads, washers, and mini hole punch to create my album. And these are going to help me with binding the album. And so I already die cut out the largest piece from a thicker cardstock, and I die cut out, or hole punched out, 2 holes using the hole puncher. And this is going to be my template. And so I use this template to create holes for my pages for my album. And now I'll use the same template to help me create holes for my album cover. Now you can use any other method to bind your album. You can use staples, you can use the brads themselves without the washers, you can use twine, you can use anything really to create and bind your album. But I really like using these brads and the washers since they have a good look that I really like, and they're very easy to assemble. Perfect. So I have my holes on the cover, and I'm going to match them to the rest of the album, like so. And then I'm going to take my washers. So these are paper washers, not metal ones, but they do say that they are plated. add them to one end of my album. Like so. Take my brad here. And then we'll split this open like so. And then we'll do the same on the other end. Add the washer. Add the brad. And we'll open the brad to complete our album. So this is the finished product with our album cover and our album. And of course, this can easily be used as a sketchbook, as a drawing book, and you can really, you can add photos to it, have the kids add photos as they continue their road trip. It's just a perfect little mini album die that you can create easily with this new album die set. If you have any questions, just leave them down below in the comments or ask me in the Facebook group, and I'll be happy to assist. Have a great day and happy crafting.